Aspera and Inferi. Today we are going to deal with the fallout that happened from before. You're all crammed inside Hun's house. Sleeping situations, that's up for everyone to decide for flavor's sake. All I know is that Isaac got the futon. Let me go ahead and move you guys to the map. It's okay. I thought about grabbing it from you, but it's not a huge deal.
You have the sketch, or?
I do.
Yeah, Andrea sketched it
I
out.
do have a sketch. I suppose I could take a snappy of it real quick.
Take a snappy. Give
Okay.
me those snappies.
Give me a sec. I go get my thing, baby.
Oh God, hurry!
Is this...
Howie.
6 is a police station, right?
Yes.
Oh, they got arrested.
They did.
They got brought down to the
Someone's
station.
in trouble. Oh, there's someone missing from this. Hello?
Oh, wow.
I might have deleted one of my people.
Who's missing?
Lyle is usually at the front of the gas station. But as you will see, there is no Lyle.
Oh, the beasties got him. It's fine.
Oh, no.
Bye, Lyle.
Bye, Lyle. One second, I'm sifting through you guys to make sure there's not a Lyle under there. Nope.
Bye, Lyle.
Bye. Goodbye. Oh, there he is! Yeah, okay.
He was just blending in and hiding.
Yeah, it was really well hidden. Okay. Because he was hidden under all the other GM tokens there. What a well-hidden boy.
What's that boy up to hiding so well?
Spending time with his family or something, ew.
Gross, who does that?
I know. Fucking freak. A picture?
Oh.
Let me see. Ooh, very nice.
It's a very important feature of the house that Hun has designated. The eaten and leanin' wall.
Mama.
Mama.
Yes.
It's well protected.
Every night, they actually have to set up guards to protect the porch. Whenever any of the naughty boys come near the porch, we spritz them with water. They hiss and run off. Does the trick. Okay, that becomes a map layer. Boop. Tokens and oh no. I can copy and paste you all.
Oop.
There you go.
We're so tiny.
Oh, I cut off the bathroom?
Is it, you mean over here? Okay.
Is this like proper scaling? Okay. Alright.
There's laundry. Here's the bathroom. I don't know. I just made that up.
Isaac was dogpiled by his children. Over here. There we go. Laura. I imagine she actually had a decent situation sleeping. I'll just... Here you go, little gal. Mother... Where is Mother's room? Ah. Oh, I see. Okay. Yes.
She has a little sitting space in her room.
Alright. Feel free to arrange yourselves as you wish. These two
Since I was
Where-
not in control of where I was going because Papa was holding me, where am I?
Papa.
in the
you
house.
were probably...
I think
you
Ren
got
was
put on a
probably bed
you
or
would've-
something.
Yeah, you would have gotten to
deposited
bed.
into a bed. Is there also a pull-out bed in this room, or just that's what that is?
Bruce was fixing the pull-out bed, right? Because it was
Yes.
needed some elbow grease.
From times when this place housed more guests. So then, where we left off last time, the group kind of converged on Harrison Hunn's home, alliteration, after what seemed to be a rough, or you could say grave, run-in over at the Emerald Scale, in which Isaac and his children almost died. Not the best place to make a pun. The children went over to Hun. Then Hun systematically, I believe, reached out to the others. Correct me if I'm wrong on that.
Yes.
Okay. And that led to where we are now. It seems Ren would probably be...
There's one he did not reach out to because it was a wild card.
Hell yeah.
Whatever do you mean?
A Peabody invited a Douglas over.
Sure did.
Oh no, he's sitting awkwardly in the dining room. I'm so sorry, Douglas.
Hands folded politely.
We are the outliers in this situation.
Everyone else is like, thank God we know each other and are close. They're like, I see. So, is there anything that folks wanted to do that night? I couldn't remember if there was any plans.
Slotting in the RP that will happen
Yes.
after.
Well, RP's aside though. Like any actions. So you're aware, Nikki, Ren is awake, you feel like shit, but he is capable of moving around.
Okay.
Peabody was going to argue to go to the clinic,
Mhm.
especially for Isaac and Matthew over there, who are looking significantly more beat up than the rest of the household. But if everyone has dispersed and is too exhausted, he's not going to push people to get up in the middle of the night and go do that. But
So he'll leave it till morning.
Yeah, he will leave it for first thing in the morning, for when folks are actually feeling up to it.
Okay. And I don't think... Because, the basics of Isaac's injuries were seen to by Peabody, so I think for Hellings that's enough for now. But he isn't like, we need a hospital. Ah!
I think Isaac's good to go whenever, but he'd also insist Beth come along. She also got stabbed.
Mm-hmm. She is casually chilling with a stab wound.
For now, did a little RP with Beth, and I think after that, Brianna, he does actually pass out for a while. So
Works for me.
I think Isaac is doing a sleep right now.
Okay.
He's in the cuddle
So then with
pile.
Isaac sleepy and Peabody not up for waking people up in the middle of the night, if it seems like everyone has dispersed, it's sounding like morning comes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Was there anything Bruce wanted to do before we bring the sun?
He warned his girlfriend. Everyone told him not to call and warn his mom. No, he probably just... He'll check the windows and doors and make sure they're sealed nice and tight so
Mhm.
bugs can't get in, I guess.
Alright.
If
I
that's
won't make
something
you roll for it.
Yeah.
You
He probably
go
just stays up late fretting.
You're able to check. Windows are good. Doors are good. It's not like airtight. You definitely find like ones that could be a little better, but I mean, it's the house of a pseudo handyman, so
Right.
things are pretty functional.
Pseudo handyman and a blind woman, so she can tell where any traps are.
Yes. Bruce, you will get a call from Enzo at some point during the night, just letting you know that she's okay. And making sure you're alive. That'd probably be closer to the AMs, though. Probably around,
Okay.
like, 6.
Okay.
So then, sunshine comes, eventually. Let me go ahead and change the music here.
Oh, Bree.
Yeah, this will do. Alright. So, the sun eventually rises, and depending on who slept, is there anyone that didn't sleep? I need to know because you will incur a condition if so.
I don't think Han slept.
Okay.
Bruce
I mean,
probably only
like-
got like 2 hours of sleep.
I would say, but Han had probably gone to bed at a normal time, so he still.
Yeah, there
had-
were like several hours until
Mhm.
2 a.m. of
Yeah.
sleep.
Mhm.
Alright, so you slept that night is what it's important.
Yeah.
I think no one is staying up 24 hours straight
Right.
here. I don't
Everybody
think.
got a little bit of sleep before, because we all got drugged.
Before
We did all
after,
get
yeah.
drugged.
Most of us passed out for at least a little while before we were awakened to the chaos.
Okay. Then no one gets exhausted. That's good. Huzzah. Honestly, what probably ends up waking folks up then is the ringing of the phone for when Bruce gets his phone call.
Where is the phone in the house? Because I imagine Bruce fell asleep sitting here at the, with the head chest and the,
Oh.
phone in
Well,
front of
we've
him.
established there's 2 phones. One is in the
Yes.
kitchen. Where would the other one be? Where does Ma
Living
spend a
room?
lot of time?
Bedroom?
There's probably one in her bedroom.
So, Bruce, you're probably in the kitchen then?
Okay.
Unless Mom picks it up before.
There's...
There's probably let's see, during the night I feel like he probably relocated to keep an eye on Sun. There's the shuffling of what is it? Slippered feet. But Bruce, you could get to it first, and she'll not fight you on it.
It
if
probably
you're
takes him
attempting
a
call.
little bit to rouse and go over, but we'll say he gets there first. Although I imagine it would be like right on her bedstand, wouldn't it? So she could like get it in bed. That's what
It's actually probably next to her couch, honestly.
Well, either way, Bruce answers the phone and says, "Hello."
Morning. This is. I know this voice. I'm not gonna ask who it is.
Hey.
Hi. How is everyone holding up?
Some people definitely need medical attention, but no one's dying.
Okay. Okay, good.
Everyone's pretty freaked out.
Yeah. The officers arrived last night. Sometime around like 5:30, I think. They arrested 2 guys. They're being kept over at the sheriff's department right now. They're gonna get processed. I'm being left out of it for the most part. It sounds like they're not gonna be calling me in to help. At least not right now.
That's good, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a jurisdiction thing now between Hungry Hollow and the guys from outside region. So it'll be Stafford's call on if they stick around or not.
Okay. I forget. Did we tell her about the bugs?
She does not know.
Okay. And I wanted to let you know to be real careful when you're going outside. Apparently, there's like some sort of weird bug involved in all this.
Like people are getting sick?
Isaac got bit real bad. Apparently the guys that were doing all this I don't know exactly what's going on, but just be careful of any like bees or weird bugs you see, because they like got deep. So it's
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out. I mean, it's pretty late in the year, so we should be okay there.
well, I mean, we know they're out and about because people got or whatever. So just be careful and check and make sure you don't have any bites already.
Okay.
Since you're running around last night, we checked everyone here. Isaac got pretty bad. Mr. Hellings had...
I'm confused. Are we talking? Is this a botfly situation? Like you're saying that people have gotten God?
I don't know about bugs, but when Isaac got bit, it like burrowed really deep under his skin.
Ugh.
Like to his spine almost.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he couldn't feel it that much, so I think it's probably, where they bite you and you can't feel it because they inject the venom or whatever. So that's what I'm just saying. Be careful.
Well, someone should talk to, I mean, what would this fall under? James, right? Maybe?
Maybe?
Because, I mean, he's about as close to an exterminator as we got. Animal control.
Yeah.
I can go talk to him today. How about that?
Sure, and I was thinking maybe I could run to the mall and get some of the landscaping stuff for the bugs.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Are you okay with cash? Or they're closed today, right? Are you?
Oh, I got
maintenance.
keys. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, then you don't gotta buy anything. Good.
Also, it's early now, but I think I don't know. Everyone's saying we shouldn't tell people because they're going to panic, but everyone's going to be around at church if we wanted to warn everyone.
Yeah, maybe we can try and say something. Let me find James first. He's gonna be the best person to talk to you about that, because I mean he's dealt with like rabies and wasting disease and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we should probably check out the farm too, because place looked real, infested and stuff. And if there was some weird new species, I bet
They'd know.
Finn and Igby,
That's a good idea.
maybe, because they had some like wounds and stuff. So maybe that was the bugs.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how about you do what you got to do this morning? I'll look for James, and we can meet at Finn and Igby's.
Oh, why don't we meet at the diner?
Good idea.
Everyone's probably gonna want a nice hot breakfast.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Okay. See you then. Stay safe. Okay.
See you. Stay safe. Love you.
Love you. And she does a little like into the receiver before
Yeah.
hanging up.
Hmm. He kind of shuffles.
Shuffle.
Who was that?
Oh, that was Enzo.
Will she be coming over?
No, I told her about the bugs, and she said she was gonna go find James, and then our plan is to meet up at the diner, so we can regroup before we do anything else.
I overheard what was being said last night. It's the concerned ball bugs.
I don't know.
She,
like-
as she shuffles over, she like carefully takes the phone out of your hand.
I need to make a phone call.
Okay, yeah, for sure. And Hun is up. He didn't sleep past the little bit he got before the Gracies.
No, I'm thinking, because once everything started settling down, I think he fretted around in the kitchen for a little bit. But, and then obviously the RP with him and Douglas happened, but I think he may have zonked out briefly, or here at the, just in the chair, or is just kind of very idle right now, and in indecision hell right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I suppose he's probably awake. Yeah.
Hey, so, Enzo's up, and she gave me a call. The police arrested 2 people, but, they're from the county, so,
Okay.
they may or may not be taking over the investigation. We were just discussing about warning people at church, maybe, and Finn and Igby, their house, when I went and saw it, was real messed up and infested, and I thought maybe if there's some weird, radioactive mutant, whatever, maybe it started there.
What do you mean infested?
But, so, I forgot I haven't talked about this. I went to their house, because I heard, like, oh, it's kind of falling apart, maybe they need some, help fixing it up, but it was, like, real bad, like, collapsing in on itself, and there was mold and flies everywhere, and they all had, like, I couldn't tell if they were sores or bites. They might have been bites now that I've seen what they look like on Isaac, and they were acting weird,
Well,
kind of threatening.
she bites, but as far as I know, or I've been told, it's bees.
Well, what do you call? They have to bite you to burrow in, right?
Do they? Or do they just sting, or just dig at? I don't know. I don't know bugs.
I don't know bugs either, but I'm
Obviously
assuming they have
not.
to bite you.
Obviously, they're not normal. Obviously, they're not normal bees. So
Right. So, I mean, obviously they're not bees, right? Because bees don't do that. They just look like bees.
it could be like false
But,
bees.
Bee mimics. That's horrible.
but yeah, I mean, it just seems like it might be a danger. But so Enzo is going to talk to James about extermination stuff because I warned her about the bugs. I was going to go down to the mall and see if I can grab some of our landscaping stuff to maybe
That's a
get
good idea.
pesticides. Yeah.
Probably not. Probably best not to go alone though.
No, I guess. We were gonna meet back up for breakfast, but there's people, still people here who need help and stuff. So
Right. Well, what I know, there's a number of people looking to go to the clinic, and like he looks over at Peabody for confirmation.
You get a solid nod.
And I know we won't have enough food for everyone for multiple days, so the idea has been floated to go to the market that'll be open today.
yeah, I was gonna get breakfast at the diner, and then the church and the market. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if it's still super dangerous or whatever out there. Then
Well,
maybe the market shouldn't happen.
well, I hope that with it being daytime, it might be safer. People will be
Yeah.
around.
Okay. Yeah.
If anything.
That's.
I hope it's
Yeah.
okay if I interrupt.
Yeah.
Douglas kind of looks back at both of you. It's around 6, right?
Yeah.
They're already setting up the market.
Right.
So we should start waking people up then. We need at least a couple of people to help go to the clinic. And then I guess if people want to go to the mall with me,
Maybe a few folks up to do supply run, market, mall. A few folks to help get the injured over to the clinic. Try and...
I mean, if we get real desperate, we do have keys to everywhere in the mall.
Yeah. Well, we'll run some of this by Matthew. Seems to have an idea.
Good.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it sounded like Bruce
Here,
had
would
something to say.
Here. I wanted to go check on the kids, see how they were doing after the night. I'll go speak with them.
Alright.
Okay.
Pat on the shoulder as he heads out for you, Bruce. Bruce is trying so hard to be the cool and in control and in charge of what's going on, and then he goes, "Do I really gotta?"
He's like, I'm on top of it. I can do this, but I don't want to.
That like TikTok filter is whoa.
Yes.
The fucking god damn it, Nikki.
Jinkies.
But I don't want to.
I guess I'll go to the mall.
Are we zooming to Peabody?
Unless you wanted to continue chit chats in the dining room.
I think we can zoom to Peabody.
Tippets.
Enhance.
Zoom. There's a knock on the bedroom door.
On the bedroom door? Wait.
This is Hun's room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's his
yeah.
little like bedroom setup. So yeah, he just walked across the hall and he's
Okay,
knocking on this door before
I was
he's not
doing
just gonna kick open the door.
Oh, you're fine. I was doing background stuff, so I didn't see the map, and I thought you were going to talk to Isaac, so I'm like, that's not a
no
bedroom, that's a living room. No,
worries.
visual aids are important. Is Ren awake or asleep right now?
What time is it?
6 a.m.
Oy,
Around the time generally you and Hellings would be starting to get up.
yeah, then he'd probably be like barely waking up at this point.
Okay.
Groggy boy, he's still feeling icky.
Yeah.
If you start moving a little bit, you'll hear the sound of clothing shuffle, and then just a pseudo firm but gentle brush of your hair as Hellings passes you and goes and opens the door. Good morning.
Good morning. How's he doing?
He looks over his shoulder. How receptive to people visually would you say Ren is, Nikki?
What?
Does he want to see people right now? Or is he like bundled up under the blankets like, go away?
I mean, I imagine he like reacted to Hellings like ruffling his hair a little bit, so he'll be looking up right now, like you can see his eyes looking at you.
This is just a little Ren peeking out of a blanket cocoon.
Probably.
And he'll step to the side and let the door open more so you can see him.
You get a small nod, a small wave in your direction. Good to see he's up.
Does a very lazy wave back at you.
Still feeling after effects then? A question directed at the Hellings.
Hellings is waiting to see if Ren's going to respond. You get the sense this is both like a let him answer his own questions, but also a I need to see how slow you are right now.
I must assess my boy.
I think it takes it doesn't take too long. It takes like a second or two for it to register, and then he's just like, yeah, a little bit.
All right, well, you stay where you are. Keep resting up for now.
He will at that flop back over.
We'll turn to the Papa Hellings again. If you have a minute to talk, and he kind of gestures with his head out into the hall.
Sure.
Let
He
him
will
step
out and close the door.
Couple folks were talking since people were starting to wake up. Bruce and Harrison were trying to plan how to go get supplies and breakfast for people, and after I do a walkthrough, I want to check on the kids, but I want to get the more injured folks over to the clinic as soon as we can.
If we're
They thought it
needing...
would... Oh,
He
sorry.
waves his hand for you to continue.
Well, they thought it was worth getting your opinion on how we should go about breaking people up to get tasks done.
Aris and I were talking about that earlier. I'm not sure how many people are going to be at the market, but at the very least, there should be a stall that we can get some sort of food from. Otherwise, the Roses should be open today, though not church-going.
Well, Bruce was also thinking of running by the diner to pick up food, and he thought maybe going to the mall. He said he had keys if we needed to grab supplies from there, especially things like pesticides in case of the insects.
It's a good idea. When you mentioned Bruce wanting to get food from the diner, you see like Hellings just kind of squint a little bit, but doesn't say anything.
Is he judging the diner?
So it's a weird choice, but okay.
Judgment from Ellen.
What's wrong with the diner? My friend works there.
Works there.
Jump cut to yesterday when
They
Bruce had
fed me
food
ramen
poisoning.
Yeah.
crowns. It was fine.
Oh, question, I suppose. Unrelated, but yes, related. How Bruce felt after the drugging, is that in any way similar to how he felt after eating at the diner?
Ooh, that's a fun question.
Ooh.
I don't think so.
Okay, so it's just
The
bad food.
nausea similar, but it's not like actively drugged. There was no like extreme sleepiness that came with it, just an extreme want to make the food leave your stomach
Oh no.
through whatever end is necessary.
Oh no.
The diner was nausea. Last night was like nausea plus like body not
Yeah,
wanting
like
to cooperate plus
extreme
being,
fatigue.
fatigued.
Yeah, the difference I would say is pretty striking. Well, I think obviously the injured should be going to the clinic.
Nods. I wanted to get especially Isaac and Beth over there, and yourself.
I think it'd do some good to perhaps bring Ren and some of the smaller ones too. We don't know how a dosage that big could affect them.
Yeah.
I like to think my son hasn't touched anything that severe yet.
No, I don't like the way that it was affecting the kids.
He nods.
So I'm surprised Isaac's girl there was up on her feet. Vivian, the little one.
Oh, she's tough.
Does anyone know if she finished her food or drink?
I didn't see, no.
Maybe didn't get a
What?
full dosage.
Maybe. Good point. Well, that might make dividing folks up a bit difficult, considering how many of the young kids aren't feeling well. If we're trying to get all of them over to the clinic.
Well, we need the resources there for the ones that are injured. Perhaps take the main injured ones there, then get what you need from there, bring it back for the others. Unless
Fair
you think
enough.
you're going to need a specific machine for testing. I'm not too familiar with these things.
I think any specialized equipment I might need would have to stay there. At the most basic, I could see if I could run. You kind of. I guess the fucking syringe that he has just been in his pocket. Just taps his pocket. He'll run whatever Isaac managed to grab from them. See if we can't figure anything out from that.
He nods. Sounds good.
Alright. Well, guess I'll let you, if you want to coordinate with Hun and Bruce. I'm gonna go check the rest of the kids. and figure
Without-
out
Mhm.
what exactly I need to grab for them on the way back.
Without even moving, Hellings looks over at Hutton, who's right there, and says, "You and the able-bodied, go to the market.
Right. Stock up.
Bruce, if you want the diner food, you can have it, but I don't suggest you feed it to the children."
Huh? What?
Oh, we've been there recently.
He nods. Shit, it's shite. Absolutely
Poor
awful.
Bruce.
Just get
They just
some
like
egg breakfast sandwiches or something. It's not.
Have you ordered the hamburger recently?
No, I'm usually
The
there
meat
for
was
breakfast.
raw, uncooked.
It's raw.
Maybe they got it mixed up with someone who likes it blue.
He just looks at you.
I'm at least gonna meet Enzo there. That's where we said we were gonna meet.
That's fine. Use it as a meeting place. If we are going out to get supplies, there are better places. We can use it as a reconvening spot, however, if we're wanting to coordinate in that sense. Otherwise, that's up to you.
I mean, just because I already told Enzo we were meeting there, but otherwise we can go to my house. It's slightly closer to here, and
Isn't his house right next to the diner?
it is, but it's slightly closer.
There's like no significant difference.
Well, yeah, but if Helly doesn't want to go to the diner, he'll offer his own.
Alex will go to the diner. He just doesn't want to
Doesn't
get
wanna
gas
go.
Bruce has some food in his fridge, you know.
I'm afraid the food poisoning is in the air.
Poor Bruce. He's trying so hard.
Are you able to stop by the market before you go to the diner?
I was gonna go to the mall and then go to the diner.
Well, I suppose after I get seen to, I can head to the market.
I mean, I can do the market first. Just
Well, you're going to be with Enzo, so I suppose you'll be with someone. I could bring Douglas if he's up for it.
That's okay. I'm fine with that. From the back of the room. He's just sitting like his hands politely folded. Great. Well then, he points at Bruce. You go to the mall, meet up at the diner. He does a general just motion around. All of us who are bleeding, drugged, etc. will seek medical attention. And then on Douglas market.
Out of character, does Hun's mom traditionally... I assume that she traditionally goes with him to the market.
Yeah, you see her kind of
She's
like
shuffling.
I'll bring your mom as well.
Is it possible, actually, we could make a
She puts her little fingers together.
a additional stop?
well, sure.
Well, a close friend of mine has a very beautiful garden.
And nods. Yeah. Yeah, she does. She probably have some stuff we can use.
She didn't answer the phone when I called, but usually around this time, she is out tending to it, I think.
Yeah, we can do that.
Just, even if we could just see to make sure there's not many bees or beehives in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Fingers together, fingers together.
Ooh.
Yeah, we can.
I think that sounds fine as long as folks are going out and then,
Yeah, I mean, if
pairs and a couple folks out together wherever direction they're heading.
I do think that we need to stagger us going and leaving though, otherwise the house is gonna be empty.
Are you worried about someone breaking in?
Don't know how strong Beastie is. Don't know if it goes in houses.
Well, that's a good point. At the very least, we don't want to all leave the house at the same time and have just the kids here.
Bruce,
Yeah?
did I hear you mentioned Enzo?
Yeah?
Is she aware of what's happening?
Yeah, I let her know about the bugs, and she said she's the one who told me about the guys getting arrested.
She does security for a living, he says, kind of looking back to Hun.
Yeah.
So, I mean, after you two are done with what you do, perhaps, if she's has the time and is willing.
Yeah, I can ask her.
And nods agreement. If she's willing.
But then, it's not done. Medical team out first, then
We'll go get some food.
all the rest of you figure it out. And I'm gonna have everyone move their tokens into respective groups, please. So we're gonna start team medical over here.
Before Hellings leave. Before
just do
Hellings
a-
leave, Han muttered to go get her ass patched up.
Oh, just like all the rural times, we need to write it out and have everyone split into the differences.
You will never let me have a single group. My one mistake was not injuring all of you.
So we all have to stay together. Nice, do a super fast run through of checking up on the kids then.
Guys,
Hmm.
you see what I'm seeing?
What's
Yes.
MMM?
Oh,
Red Mall Market.
feels good.
MMM.
Okay, Beth is in med team.
Can I do a roll to check on the children?
You may make a roll to check on the children's.
Just regular control.
So,
Are
Bruce.
we leaving the kids alone?
Bruce is probably okay
Groups are staggering.
rendezvousing with
Okay.
Enzo without an escort, right? Because we can literally, almost literally see your house from this house. Almost.
Right. Well, she
Well,
talked about
It's in
going to
walking
get
distance, at least.
What it sounds like, timeline-wise, from my understanding as far as staggering go, is medicine group goes, medicine group comes back, the other two go.
Okay.
Unless anyone is immediately wanting to go, and it's just like, I cannot wait a
I
moment
run
longer.
out of the house.
I must. Just start sprinting out, don't even have pants on. I must.
I have to eat the diner right now.
Well, what we could do.
Well, he could go meet with Enzo because it's just one guy, right? And that's really close by. And then
Mhm.
they talked about wanting her to guard the house.
Yeah. Well then, let me.
Menzo. It could have been meet Enzo. Menzo Mall.
Yeah, you can do that.
I'm gonna go feed the kitties though. They want their evening food. They demand it.
They
So
demand, they
babies.
scream.
We will
yes,
then
I'll be right back.
Give
Andrew,
them
if you're
little
okay.
kisses on their
Yeah.
kitty faces.
We will handle medical team first.
Oh, of course.
Okay. And then it's mainly the main injured people, and then bringing things back for the little children's, I
Yep.
believe, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And if we have time, trying to see if we can get any tests
was-
run on
Wait, that was such a satisfying noise. What was that?
This is me shuffling around with my little box of cough drops.
Wait, you have a box of cough drops?
Yes.
Open it
because-
again.
ASMR.
Nice. Thank you. Good shit.
There you go.
I feel like I'm managing my inventory in Resident Evil.
Tickle your brain a little bit.
It's a good shit right there.
My box of Canadian cough drops.
I lost the ability to read for a second. One moment, where is it? There we go.
You hear jinglies and text is no longer legible.
That is, yeah, that is correct. All right. So then you all make your way next door. So same building as was before, large metal building with matte metal beams framing floor to ceiling and some worn down windows. Though comparatively to some places, you can see that there have been definite fresh renovations towards like the back end of the building. So there are parts of it look like it has seen better days, and other parts of it that the better days have come.
Old building with new extensions on it.
That is correct.
Does it look like it is open for the day?
Just.
Oh.
It is always open. That's the beauty of it.
Isaac.
They're smoking the whole trip. Oh no.
The pack is
Are we-
out. The pack will be fully out soon.
Did we try? I imagine for convenience sake, we just put everyone in one car so we could.
I mean, it's also next door, I believe. You guys are in a one second, let me show you. You are in a phenomenal central place. Like,
we picked the perfect
just
house.
look slightly, it is literally next door.
Is it this one right here?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
And if someone dies, the mortuary's right there.
Oh my god.
Now that's convenience.
Now that's convenience. That's service.
Is the mortuary 8 or 10?
The 8, I think.
My
Though-
goodness.
That
That's
makes
not
sense,
very reassuring having it right next to the hospital.
It's fine.
It makes the
Just don't
trip from,
die.
dying in the hospital to being moved over to the mortuary much easier.
I'm sure there's a
Don't-
reason for it. I'm
Yeah,
sure a
don't-
doctor would know.
Yeah, just
Anyway.
don't die.
Anyway.
Alright, we'll stop that music for now. So you all make your way there. You get to the outside of the building, and do you just head on in? At this time, I would say usually it's one of those cases where at very late and early hours, it is it's a situation where you kind of need to ring a bell to get an answer.
For the door to be open.
Mm-hmm. A safety precaution.
But I have keys to open the door.
You do.
I would have to figure out which key it is on my keyring.
Would you like to? How many keys on your key ring do you have?
I would say house key, car key, clinic key, and then I guess the weird key that he found in the. Yeah, do we get mail at the houses? Or I guess no, not anymore. So you have to go pick up your mail from your mailbox.
Yeah. We're gonna say that there's just one key on there that's useless, just for funsies.
Yeah.
You
Well,
don't
I
know what
did
it goes
find.
to.
I
You'll
found
never
the
figure out.
mystery key in my house that's engraved with G.
That's not useless. That has a purpose. I'm talking about a key that's like the leftover key from 5
Just-
years ago that goes
just
to
a
your old
thing on
house.
there.
Like, so you have like 5 keys. Go ahead and roll a 1d5 for me, please. I've already
Sure.
decided what key it is. Holy shit, you're shitting me.
I get it.
You work here.
Peabody,
I totally know what I'm doing, and I work here.
you prepare to make yourself look like an absolute dunce. You're ready for it. And then you put the key in and you hear the click. And you're like, oh.
Just immediately mentally mapping that key to the click.
Mm-hmm. And you open the door to an empty lobby. Let me go ahead and move you. I'm going to give you some general ambience. I don't have enough, like, just straight up ambience. Like, just droning. Andrea,
Yes?
place a single neutral ambience track in my mouth.
Okay, I will hunt.
Feed me.
In the meanwhile,
Release the hounds, they will bring back your ass.
your the carpet is soft on your feet as you look around the area. You can see that there is a door to the right and a door that seems to be leading further in to the building.
Did we notice any cars in the parking lot when we were coming in?
You did not.
No, Isaac said the car that passed us last night belonged to our good doctor we haven't met yet.
Beautiful Hugo.
Is he another on your list of fellas?
Maybe. The list of fellas gets longer every day.
I may have been smooth with the keys, but now I'm have to figure out which is the correct way to go for actual examination rooms.
I think
Mhm.
Isaac's here enough that he just kind of wanders in that direction.
Isaac is leading the pack now.
Yeah.
You just immediately start heading towards the examination rooms.
Yeah. Yeah, then he stomps out his cigarette, front door goes, and just immediately goes straight to the examination. There you go! I hear, mate.
You go
He's just
to the door
immediately
to the
yelling to
right.
see.
Over here.
His friend
And
Delilah.
begin making your way down. You do see the lights are on. And Isaac, I will say, because you are good friends with Hugo, you know generally you can find him if he's not up front, and the receptionist isn't in, and you didn't use the bell that alerts him. Why you've gotten in here without those things, don't worry about it. You guys are chill. You actually would know that you want to go the other direction. That is not the examination rooms.
Would he? Would he know?
That made me so scared. I felt like I failed a question on the test.
Sorry.
I was like,
One of
for
my
a second, I was
contacts.
like, you're
I'm
right.
sure it feels
You're right.
sometimes.
How did I give that to him? As if it wasn't one of his contacts.
Hugo's like my best friend. I know I said Gordon was my best friend.
The
All of
charisma on
Isaac's
you,
best
Inky,
friends,
so
then.
strong. Ooh, I have
He's
been
scaring the soul out of Bree's body.
I have been fed ambience.
Delicious.
Well, since we're turning around, gonna high five the crab and then go back to the other.
I need to know for science, are you still smoking?
Yes. He stopped it out at the front door. He put on a new one. He hasn't quite lit it yet, but it's in his mouth.
Khan, unfortunately, this is not on YouTube, I don't think.
I have failed you. I will try again, Father.
It's okay, son. Oh. It has been returned. Welcome back, Ambi. Oh, it is. I lied. It is on YouTube.
You have failed me.
I'm sorry. Sorry, son. There we go.
Am I just feeding it directly into the thing?
Put it in my mouth for later.
Okay.
I need a meal. Thank you.
Well, he's in this. After he does high five this lovely lobster, he is going to take some hand sanitizer because he's injured. Doesn't want his wounds infected. That's how that works, right?
Heads up, you're very quiet.
Ah! Bap, bap, bap. Am I back?
Yes.
Wow.
Bap, bap, bap.
Bap, bap, bap.
He's high-fiving the crab, and then he's
So,
putting hand sanitizer on his hand.
to get this straight, Isaac is smoking like a chimney. He puts out a cigarette. He lights another cigarette in the clinic.
Well, he has a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. He hasn't lit the new one yet.
Okay. It's not
He comes
like
into this hallway without signs of Hugo. He high-fives the crab like he does every time.
and then he turns around.
Well, he turns around to leave and then turns around again because he's injured. Clearly you want clean hands, so he uses the hand sanitizer. Like, yes, he's done a good job. And now he turns back around.
Peabody?
Unlit cigarette still in mouth. He heads to the other corridor.
Peabody?
Yes.
Due to the sheer amount of fake outs you just experienced, I'm gonna have you roll a control. Okay. You're good. You're good.
Just barely fine.
It's a sign.
He's
Did you want some hand sanitizer too, little buddy, before you go?
Ugh. I'm just gonna die for a second. You said this was the way to the examination rooms, but Isaac.
He basically stopped in front of the door and didn't get the evidence he needed to know Hugo was there.
So
he spun around, high-fived the crab, started walking out, turned pivoted on his heel, went back to the sanitizer, and now he's heading back out.
You're gonna get just shakes his head at you, and he's gonna go get Ren and Beth set up in the exam room.
You are able to open up the exam room. Is there anything Ren's wanting to do in this time? Here, you guys can drink your tokens on, so we can manifest where you are in the space.
Where's the other hallway I'm heading towards? Am I going back through the main?
Yeah, you gotta go back through the lobby.
Little
we're so
Isaac.
tiny.
Tiny Isaac. Little Isaac. They're so small. One moment, I'll fix it.
I also will note, having the triple dose and having been woken up from slumber, he is swaggering around like a drunk man.
Beth will have tried to support you as you guys were walking, but then she is whisked away.
He definitely bumps into a chair and pats it like, sorry, mate.
Very important question, actually. Have I seen Isaac since all of this happened? Is this the first time I've seen him since everything happened?
I think so.
Oh my god. I think, honestly, seeing the state of you, Ren is going to be in, he's going to be in a state of shock. I mean, he's going to, I'm imagining, during the RP that him and Hellings will have, but, they would go over what happened, but, he's more wondering, what happened to you? What did they actually do to you?
Does he ask?
Yeah, I think he would before he goes to the exam room. I think he would like look at you extremely concerned, like, what did they do to you?
Well, it gave me a very good high. Also, knife. Yeah. Yep. I was gonna go talk to Hughes. I'll be right back. Make sure to high five the crab. Winks and walks away.
Beth will look at Peabody as like she gets taken to the examination room and be like, "Are you seriously just going to let him walk off like that?"
I'm gonna go get him. I just wanted to get you guys set up in here for quick.
Okay.
Once the children have been settled somewhere where they can actually sit down, he was going to power walk back down the fucking hallway to go find Isaac.
While that's going on, Isaac, you have a head start.
Hell yeah. Don't need the place.
Is Ren going to the examination room with Beth or going with Isaac?
Where's his dad?
Oh yeah, fuck. Hellings, where are you?
Yeah, where is he? Where is my papa?
He would have been with...
He bled out on the doorstep. Really tragic.
No! I forgot he was injured. Shut up, okay?
Your tragedy.
Very sad day.
I'm not on my A game today.
I like how Hellings has become Papa now.
Papa.
Papa.
Diddy.
Diddy. Diddy, I require medical attention.
I'm bleeding out, Diddy.
Diddy, I've been stabbed.
River.
Diddy, I'm very drugged.
Diddy.
Diddy, I want to stab them back.
Diddy, I'm tripping bows.
Diddy, I see the universe.
And I'm disappointed.
It could be better.
Not ideal.
There
Very
he is.
good.
Oh, this is the non-injured Helling. This is the lesser Helling.
Look how uninjured he is. Disgusting.
Yeah, I don't want that one. Either way, he's there also. I think he would be sticking to closer to where Peabody is kind of wanting to go, but then Isaac's going the other direction, so he's parked himself in the hallway in between, near the crab.
He's the guardian of the crab.
Oh, I gotta high five it.
He deadpans at you, and then pats the crab.
Hell yeah.
Isaac does this on the way back out, and Hellings just lets him go.
He is split between two. Isaac's off going in a direction. The others are over there.
There's a second.
Allegedly, there's a doctor somewhere here. So yeah, he's splitting the difference right now. He's with the crab.
Ren gonna go sit with Daddy, or is he gonna go hang out in the exam room for a moment?
I think
Very important to know where everyone is going.
I think he would be wanting to get looked at first, so he will probably be in the exam room.
Okay. Isaac, we return now again to that head start you got.
What's behind door number 3?
Door number 3 leads to a hallway into an office space.
I see coats, I grab one.
You take a coat.
Is it just like somebody's winter coat, or is it like
a winter
doctor
coat with a nice fur hood.
That's cozy.
It has a bunch of different patches on it. Like, oh god, I have to come up with patches on the spot. There's just a lot of patches on it. Use your imagination. And yeah, bands and shit like that. Metallica, love it. I don't know, there's probably at least one patch that's just completely out of place. That's just a tiny little Santa Claus.
It's like the OG My Little Pony.
Yes, 100% there is. Rainbow Dash is there. And you have it. It's yours now. In the pocket is a wallet.
Well, open it up. What's in it? Feels like a Hugo jacket.
Let me roll to see how much Hugo keeps on him.
Well, I'm just checking to see if his ID's here. I'm not gonna steal from a buddy.
There's $69.
Oh yeah, that's $69. That's nice. Peabody catches him wearing the coat, holding the wallet, it's got $69 in it. It's fucking nice.
There are, you know, up ahead there are stairs that go down.
He'll pivot again on his heel and start going down those stairs.
Oh,
You've
slowed down enough for me to catch up to you. You're getting a hand on the elbow before you fall down the fucking stairs.
But do you stop him from the stairs? After all, Peabody, Isaac, look how alluring they are.
Oh my god, look at it.
Look at them, Isaac.
I could make it down those stairs. I mean, yeah, once you grab his elbow, he stops moving. He just goes lazy. What's up?
We're gonna put Peabody in the in-between zone.
The temporary zone.
Yes.
What does Hugo usually do down here? Is it like paperwork or something?
Oh no, this leads to the morgue.
Do I find him down there sometimes?
Oh yeah.
Have you been down there before?
I hang out with Hugo. I can't do any of the medical stuff, but I like move paper sometimes.
Look, you're not steady on your feet right now. Why don't we head back?
Just a couple stairs. What are they? They're just stairs.
You hear from further down the hall. Hello?
Oh.
That was completely muffled, Tori. I have no idea what you just said.
Hugo, what's up?
Isaac has somehow gotten himself tangled in the coat and he's just yelling into the hood.
He can't get one of his arms into his sleeve.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Hugo, mate.
You hear the footsteps approaching, and then a man rounds the corner sporting possibly the darkest or second darkest eye bags you've ever seen. It's hard to say. Peabody's right there.
Competition.
Oh, I love him. Look at this man. He's delightful, Bree.
Oh, that's my Hughes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, doctor.
Good morning, doctor.
I got
What?
your wallet.
You have my coat.
I do.
Are you cold?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, keep it.
Nice.
Yes, he's already wearing like a jean jacket, so you realize the implication here is that he double jacketed up before coming.
Well, if he's down in the morgue, it's cold down there.
It is fucking cold down there. Finally, someone gets it.
The other doctor. That's what the sweater's for.
Thank you.
Is it cold on account of all the ghosts?
Ja.
Did he just ask that?
Yeah.
Like, there wasn't even quite a conversation going on. You're just like, the ghosts are cold.
The ghosts are cold.
Isaac's brain is making connections.
Well, and I love the immediate yeah.
Just totally willing to feed into whatever Isaac is up to. This is a good theme song. I am delighted.
Thank you. I'll give you the description. Shaved head, 5 o'clock, kind of shadow turning in on its way towards a proper beard, and just exhausted looking. You see, he's got 2 piercings in either ear, and his nails are painted black. And he's not super lethargic, but there's definitely a little bit of like blinks. Oh, hey, there's people here.
Hey, Oaks, I came here to ask you something.
Sure.
He like squints like, hold on, let me get it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got it. Okay. I saw you driving towards the scale last night, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's up, what'd you do down there?
Oh, they called me over to look. Actually, he stops. That's confidential.
That's fine, I was there too. It's fine. I probably already know it. So anyways, what'd you see?
Purses his lips. Walk and talk, gentlemen. You go up the stairs.
Help wrangle Isaac back the other way.
And as he's coming up, you see he kind of stops and like half slides aside to a desk, scoops up a file and checks something over, looks at Isaac. Okay, yeah, your file. They did have your name here. I don't remember. So there were casualties last night.
Yeah, there were.
Inevitably, I couldn't do anything, you know. They ended up having to send in the mortician instead. But let's just say we have higher occupancy today.
Do we actually have a real, like, do we have a mortician? I thought you did all the more stuff.
Please, no. He waves his hand.
That's Miguel.
He nods. No need to discredit him. I know he's still learning, but the kid's got a good head on his shoulders. He's stepping up to the role well. But that's besides that. Are you drunk?
Better. I got 3 syringes of whatever. You got it, right, Doc? I have it back.
Not right now.
Oh, well.
He looks at you and just mouths, you being Peabody, and just mouths overdose? Question mark.
He shakes his head and gestures to head back the way they came. Walk and talk, as the doctor said. So you saw the aftermath of everything that went on at the scale. Part of what happened there was some folks got attacked. One of them was Isaac, and the people that came after him had a bunch of drugs that they were able to get into his system with syringes. And he got a triple dose of this stuff, so he's a little bit out of it right now.
Ooh, we know what this stuff is, or?
No, not yet, but we do have what we think is some of the stuff that they gave him, and he's not going to take it out of his pocket at this point because he doesn't want to get Isaac riled up, but
Isaac is kind of looking over there.
He's just like, where is it? Where's my treats?
Little treats for Isaac.
Treats for Isaac? Drugs for Isaac?
Here's a drug, Dougie.
Barbiturates for Isaac?
He's been such a good boy.
A little sippy. Sippy in the veiny.
That's terrible. Is he just making like fleeting faces like
yeah, come on, you can trust me. I'm an adult.
So if you have, we can take a look at what you have. And points a finger in your general direction as he's walking ahead. You're on vacation. What are you doing here?
Special call in. We got a couple folks who got roughed up at the scale and needed looking at.
Well, far be me to refuse help. He'll lead the way. He'll high five the crab as he passes it.
Hell yeah.
That is the tradition.
Hugo has fucking manners. On Peabody.
In the same breath, as you quickly realize, as he high fives the crab, he doesn't have to turn around like Isaac did because the hand sanitizer station is on the way to the room. Calculated.
Just a quick motion of crab and then sanitizer.
And then you all reunite as Hugo gets to see the merry combination of people here. I feel like this should have been mentioned last night.
Last night was a little strange. We were honestly just trying to get folks out of danger and patched up as quick as we could.
Sure. Who's still needing attention? Anyone? Hellings raises the hand.
Yeah. Attention is directed to Mr. Matthew Hellings.
Probably is a couple stitches myself. Oh, right, and other things.
Yeah.
You look like he just doesn't say anything. It just smiles at you, Isaac. You've come to the right place.
Isaac is also being directed to sit down on one of the little chairs in the room.
Just have like extra ears you could put on.
No, but we can
It took
stitch
a little
yours
bit
together.
Oh, okay, oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's just the background is snort of laughter.
Yes.
Alistair is coming to the conclusion, yes, this is a good place to work.
It's like, I worked here. I'm starting to understand why I worked here.
It's like, obviously I got along swimmingly with my coworkers.
My life is good.
Oh, if only, if only.
And so then he will take a look over at the wounds and also grab some supplies to see to those who haven't been able to get patched up. If anyone is injured, you can count your health back up to full as essentially a medkit charge is used on you. I will double check really quick just to see if no one has stat damage here, right?
No, I think I'm fixed.
Okay.
You managed to get that through that fight and not get stat damage?
No, I did, when you fixed me and the night rest reset.
Okay, that cleared you up. Alright.
Yeah. No, I was very close to dead.
Oh no.
I think I had like 3s in my 2 major stats.
You were
no.
dunked. Good sir, you were dunked.
Yeah, it was bad.
Alright, yeah, no additional crits for anything, so just double checking that. So he will begin patching people up. While he's doing that, Peabody, you are able to... Or Peabody, you don't know where anything is.
Sweats. I sure don't.
That's fucking funny. You wanna, I'm gonna give you either a control or a d6, your choice, to try and locate whatever the fuck you need to look at this sample.
Sure. Let's just fail that.
You're walking around, and you're like, no, that doesn't look like it. No?
Does Dabrowski label his drawers and cabinets at all?
I don't know. It is a small practice, so most everyone
kind of
here
know where it
knows where
is.
everything is. I mean, that's you do too, Peabody, don't you?
Sure. Of course.
You have no idea what you're looking for. You want to roll to notice that Peabody's fucking lost Isaac?
I want to
see. Red as well.
Can I roll to somehow know where things are too?
Isaac knows the fucking clinic better than I do.
I'll give you a control for that as well.
Jesus Christ! Isaac has been here so much. He's just like, oh, here you go, Doc. That's what you
over here.
You're like, oh, I remember where they went last time they took MDMA off me.
Yeah, I know exactly where they put it. It's alright, Doc. We all got drugged last night.
Thanks, Isaac.
No problem, man. Luck of the crab.
Luck of the crab. And then double checking for Ren and Isaac, do either of you want to notice Peabody's being absolutely fucking lost?
I'm not even gonna roll for it. I'm just gonna help him with it and assume he's out of it too.
And Ren?
What is that? Just a control to notice?
Yeah, it would basically be a control.
Oh, I ain't paying attention.
Ren is too out of it as well. You're still groggy and sleepy boy.
Yeah.
Alright. Isaac, you're able to show Peabody over to where he needs to go to examine this. Meaning you know where the lab is.
The lab's over there, going there sometimes. So this is where you keep all the drugs. I have one. I'm kidding, mostly. Anyways, over here.
And you realize as Isaac's leading you, another reason that Dabrowski seemingly was downstairs is it seems like that's also where the lab is. So you two can take a lovely trip back down again.
Towards the lab / morgue.
Yep. Tori, you're gonna love these images.
Oh,
I know this game.
What is this spooky place?
It is the lab / morgue. Throw.
Oh.
What?
And
over here, Ali, right here. That's where the naughty stuff goes.
you just get a fucking face when you call him Allie. just a very brief, sour, pinched look, and then he just follows after you.
Amazing. We're gonna go ahead and transition to the next group.
Okay.
Alright. Let's see. I think Bruce was the next team, right? We're gonna run you guys, and assume that basically you head out once the clinic team gets back. I can assure that there's nothing that will happen that will make it so that you cannot do that unless Isaac does something phenomenal while I'm not looking.
He does a backflip.
Yeah, I do.
Oh shit!
I want to roll. Gotta do backflip.
Holy shit!
I show him the the stuff here, the stuff you're not supposed to touch, and then I immediately do a backflip next to it.
Oh my god.
And fucking break your
Alright.
neck.
I'm gonna need you to roll a 1d100 for cool.
Yes,
Okay.
don't do that.
Here we go. I'm gonna roll 100.
Roll 69, be so cool.
Scoop Isaac off the
Oh, 77.
Whoa,
That's a
that's
number
lucky.
god. God number.
So Isaac does a backflip and then just keeps continuing to flip in just a sentence. Anyway.
Is this actually happening?
No.
Or does Isaac just think
No.
he's
I'm just
doing this?
imagining it. Just walking, kind of stops for a little bit in a haze. He's like, "Did you see that sick flip?" Anyways, over here.
Alright, we're gonna move on to the other group.
Are we assuming he's getting his stuff looked after?
Yes.
Because I assume there was something else too.
Yes, we will be coming back to that.
Yes, it's just to get the other group moving.
Yeah. So then that is Bruce heading to mall after diner. Is it mall first, diner after?
That was the original plan.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was busy contacting people, so he was going to do them all while she was busy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'll do that. I mean, it's just a simple drive down in his car
Yeah.
and a simple unlock and grabbing the pesticides.
And he like, no, don't attack me in the mall. No.
Me with the lowest stats attacked alone?
Bruce just doing like a little like leggy out.
Inky,
like,
I've never seen someone so thirsty to die.
Not really, just, you know.
It's near.
I take
It's
my
near
joy where I
Freudian.
can if I'm attacked.
All right, let me go ahead and move you. What door are you entering through?
The maintenance door.
Okay.
Not the main, because it's closed, right? So
Mm-hmm.
there's probably like a little one of the parking areas that's, yeah, there's a parking area. There's a maintenance door that goes like almost directly to the downstairs maintenance area. So
Correct.
that's where he go. I know this. I slaved over that map.
You sure did. And as you're going in, can you go ahead and roll a 1d6 for me, please?
Sure. Ooh.
Okay. You enter the mall, and it is quiet. When it's shut down like this, something that's become more and more frequent as the customer base grows thinner. It's somewhere between eerie and calming. All the
Like
lights
some
are
sort
off.
of liminal space. No, sorry.
That's right. And you're able to turn them on as you come in, and your footsteps echo off of the linoleum.
Well, there shouldn't be anyone here, so he'll just, go on in.
You head in, and you're checking the maintenance out, and you actually see. You recall that last time you were here, there were about 3 good sprays of pesticide left.
Mm-hmm.
You come in, and it seems like at some point, someone had brought 2 more cans in.
Well, he's not gonna complain. But also squint. Because he does not know how all these bugs and stuff connect to the people who are drugging people. He is extremely baffled, but he will not complain about there being pesticides, he will grab those and start packing them into his car.
Would you like to roll a control for me, please?
Sure. Let me roll a control.
All right. As you're starting to move them, you see on the bottom of one of the ones that is new, as you kind of try and shift it, you notice that it almost leaves a sort of smear.
Ugh.
And you're like, what the fuck? And you take a better look at that, and you see that it's kind of a combination of like dirt, mud, and what looks like some sort of buildup of like rust, or maybe even like wet cement. And it kind of was caught on the under rim of this object.
He's gonna do a little. These are like the ones where you like hand pump and then you have a good spray for a bit. I'm assuming. He's gonna do a little test spray of the pesticide into like the nearby garbage can, one of the ones that he knows was like here before, versus this one to make sure it's not like corroding or whatever. Just a little test in the trash can.
You pump it a couple times and it kind of does its little spurt. And it comes out okay.
Squints.
But you can tell that it is definitely... It is not... At least this one is not of the same origin as the others.
But it still seems like pesticide.
But it is still pesticide.
He's not sure about that. He'll definitely get some like newspapers to put down so it's not like touching his car drunk. But he's not gonna turn down uses of pesticide. He'll grab the can of spray paint. And I don't remember why we highlighted 4 thick manuals, but
You just have 4 thick manuals.
It's because those were the manuals that Hun rescued out of a garbage.
Oh. I'm sorry, what were those manuals of? Now he knows that the owner of the mall is tied into human trafficking or something, so what were they throwing away?
I believe they were actually pretty straightforward.
I believe those were maintenance manuals for the mall.
They were old maintenance manuals.
Yeah. But there's no like secret codes or anything. He's thinking about his sci-fi shows. There's no secret codes cut out of them or marked in them or anything.
You know what? One more 1d6 for me.
Oh, sure. Nope.
All right. You page through them, the different ones. Each manual, they kind of like, because what they had for the mall, and the reason you have so many different copies is because they tried to kind of space them out so that each shop that needed kind of some form of maintenance had a manual.
Right.
And it seemed like they were kind of collected and then uniformly thrown away. But you see one, and it's the last one you look at, that is labeled as for like the DMV. This is where this one goes, is the DMV. And you're paging through, and you see what seems to be sort of pen circlings on certain words and underlines, and it feels like gibberish. You, of course, recognize this sort of strangeness as the
he
work
knows.
of Logan.
Yeah, he works at DMV.
And you recall when it comes to Logan, usually most of it's illegible, but maybe there's something in the margins somewhere. And so you kind of flip, thick, Jesus. And you find a spare piece of paper tucked in. And you pull it out and it says, I have disposed of these books where no one will truly remove them. If you have found this, you have found a lead. Do not trust Mr. Neal. I'm not sure who else in the mall is working with him, but there are many others in town. Go to my trailer to find more information.
Well, I guess Logan, I guess he proved himself right. Shame on us. So, he wonders if he maybe noticed something that the rest of them didn't, and he'll make a little mental note, but right now there's so much shit to be doing that isn't chasing down Logan. So he'll grab the pesticide. He'll grab the spray paint. And yes, I think that's it. I mean, he was just gonna stop by the mall and grab the pesticide.
Okay. Then you can add the pesticide to your inventory. I will say the pesticide, given that it's a larger object, I would say two things of pesticide takes up one inventory slot. And can of spray paint's a can of spray paint. So, so just note that as you add those to your character. Given they are currently in your car, if you don't have enough slots, that's okay.
I do have enough slots.
Nice. Let's see those biceps, Bruce. And you leave maintenance, same way you came in. Slightly more enlightened, or maybe it is slightly more confused.
He will keep an eye out to see if he can see any, because there was that problem with all the dirt being tracked around, so...
Go ahead and roll control for me.
Oh, okay.
You don't see anything.
Yeah.
And you are able to leave without incident.
Wahoo!
Lock up on your way out.
He does.
Go ahead and move you guys back. That was pretty short. But, I'm trying to think if we do diner first, then Hun, or Hun, then diner. Hun, then diner feels correct.
Yeah, because we'll meet back up after the diner, so.
So then, Hun, Douglas, and Mother Hun. You make your way to the rec center, where you are aware the farmers market is being held.
Where's the rec center?
The rec center is over here.
Okay.
Next to Enzo's house, actually. Is there anything you do before heading there?
Actually, there is something Hun wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to go out back and check, because there's the primary bee box that he already burned, because that's the one that was closest to the house, and is the one that's commonly in use anyways.
Yes.
They wanted to go and nuke the other ones that are a little further in the field.
Okay. And so you head further out back to nuke some more things.
I don't imagine there's a whole many, like maybe 2 others, but yeah.
Can you roll a d6 for me?
I will. 4.
Alright.
Yes, Douglas does get to witness some arson.
Reroll, please.
4.
Again. Once more with feeling.
2.
Alright, there we go. And then a d10.
8.
Okay. You head to your other bee box, and as you're doing that, Douglas is walking along behind you, just kind of looking around. He says, "Do you really believe what Mr. Hellings said?
100%. Thing is,
Has he come to you with information like this before?"
No, but we're friends, and I believe him. Thing is, earlier, a bee stung me. And I thought it was weird, because it isn't in season for them. And by that night, I looked again, and there were more. And they was in that one, and he like nods over to the one he burned. And then, when I phone Matthew about all of this, and he tells me I have to burn the bees. It makes sense. Anyways, he's a park ranger. I figure he knows stuff about this. Maybe, I don't know. He just shrugs.
If he's a... Never mind. And you approach your further out bee boxes. And you take a look at it. And sort of... how are your bee boxes set up? I imagine it's like a lift hatch, right?
Yeah, however normal bee boxes are at the time.
You pull out whether it is a lifting top or a drawer. The result is the same. It is that you are met with a honeycomb. And within that honeycomb are things that are moving.
No questions. Douse torch.
You start them on fire, and you're able to get a good look at them beforehand, as nothing flies out at you. What you see is a large cluster of eggs, and inside it almost seems to be bugs in a larval state.
Doesn't make sense. It's a little shaken. But he's reassured by the fire.
Mm-hmm. You set fire to the bee box. And you do the same with your last bee box, which has similar results.
So I guess like when he's coming back from that, he looks at Douglas, and there probably is a little bit of a harrowed look, but also like a cementing of responsibility.
Mm-hmm. His face is a neutral contemplative expression. It seems like he's watching you very carefully.
Because I'm a crazy old man who's lighting bee boxes on fire.
What? No.
No, not at all. Well, job's done. Now to the market.
Would you like to roll a cool for me?
Yes. Where's my thing?
And do me a favor and fail, because I already picked up the card, and I don't know if I can put it back.
Wait, give me a second. I have on my sheet. Okay, so what am I rolling? Control?
Yeah. It's our favorite roll here. Damn you.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it, there it is. Well, that card's gonna sit there. I'm gonna make sure that's on GM layer. The next person who needs a card's getting that. So
You're so ready to shove that onto me.
I forgot that you have the right to roll. You know what? Actually,
Do I have the right to roll?
you do.
Okay.
All right. And then the two of you proceed to the rec center.
Well, 3 of us.
Right, Mother. Is she out there with the torching, or is she
No,
away?
she was left in the... Because Han said, I'm going to go deal with the other beat boxes first. And then he came back.
I smell smoke. Have you completed your task?
I have. And they wasn't empty.
There seemed to be the beginning of bees.
Right. It was...
Well, now there's the beginning of fire. The car?
Right. He will...
We really should call in a controlled burn for that.
She says as she gets into the car.
There's nothing out there.
And you, from there, head over to the rec center. It is not looping my songs.
Okay, he's gonna go northward. Because then I figure on the way back from the rec center is when he'll swing by Rua's.
As you pass the police station, you can see that there are still multiple police cars there instead of the one usual one. And you said you're going...
I'm going
which direction?
north. I'm going up this way.
Oh, so you can swing by Rua's on the way back?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you will find yourself over here.
Wait, what was the pink? The pink is not the rec center? It was
Pink 14 is rec center.
14. Okay, so yeah. Boop, 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 boop. Okay.
You can go ahead and move yourself there. I'll move a little Dougal.
And Mother.
Yeah, that's the Doggle house.
Oh, okay.
And immediately upon approaching and pulling into the rec center, you can see that it is occupied. Out front, there seems to be a familiar face, or pseudo-familiar face for you. That is kind of looking over the building And then further to the side where the play area is, two women sit. One you recognize as Ruth, who frequents the mall, and the other you recognize as Belle, which is one of the many mothers here in town. You know that her husband does trade, usually at the markets.
Okay.
The children seem to be playing idly, as both of them are looking up at a very small child dressed in a pink shirt and a little comfortable ball cap, who is contemplating the pole that you can use to slide down with some serious gravity.
Nice. Well, I think Hun is pretty single-minded right now. Although, seeing said pseudo-familiar face, that man is certainly getting some side eyes from Hun.
He is looking at you as you pass, and Douglas is also side-eyeing. You are not alone in this action.
It's not stink eye yet, but it's definitely the suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
It's a stranger in town. I guess, once they get closer into the actual center, Hun will then, turn, well, not really turn so much as just, quietly, discreetly, say to Douglas, "That was him, right? That was a fellow from..."
He flips through his notes. It matches the description.
What's he doing here?
I don't know. Should we keep an eye on him? I mean, he's in public.
He's in public. Nothing should be happening. Food first, I think.
And you step in, and in the entryway is a larger woman with stringy blonde hair and a smile, and she looks at you first, Hun, and then Douglas, and she approaches and she says, "Thank you so much for coming to the market, both of you. Harrison Hun, Douglas Gray, right? Do I have that right?"
Yeah.
You do. Good morning. Good morning! I don't see both of you at the rec center terribly often, except for you, Mr. Gray, when you're covering some events. But you... And she gestures at you, Hun.
Out of character, is the market usually here, or is it usually somewhere else, but because smaller, it's here?
The market kind of moves around to wherever it can be hosted.
Oh, okay. So I assume it doesn't come here often then.
Probably every once in a while. Is Hun a regular at the markets?
Yeah, he goes to markets.
Oh, okay. Well, then you probably... that actually kind of fits her pretty well. She's not the type to remember faces she doesn't care about. You would recognize her then. The woman in front of you, her name is Betty, and she is the manager of the rec center. And you know that she's been here a good while.
So, how's your market? Is still hopping?
We've got a few people this go around, and a couple takers as well, that are doing commerce as we speak.
Good. If you don't mind, and he starts to move along.
Do you mind if I pick your ear really quick?
Maybe.
Depends what the question is, Betty.
Did you notice that man outside?
With the brown hair and the... She just, like, holds her finger above her lip for a moment.
Yeah, I don't recognize him.
I don't either. And I know everyone.
I think he's restraining. I'm sure his mom is restraining a smile for him.
she didn't even acknowledge your mom. Your mom is just like, this bitch.
Yeah, right? Like, maybe keep an eye on him. Don't know what he's up to.
Do you think he's up to no good? Oh, it's possible he's just visiting from out of town, Betty. But Harrison said he might be up to no good. She looks at you. Blink, blink.
I said I don't recognize him.
We can touch base on this later. If you don't mind, we just want to make sure that we can get some purchases in before they get bought out. Oh, yes, of course. You two have fun in there. It's so wonderful to see you again, and thank you for supporting this lovely little event of ours.
No problem.
Anytime, Betty. Smiles.
They shuffle out of there and...
Excuse me, pardon me.
Your mother gently bumps Betty's shoulder as she passes by.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were there.
And you continue inward with your mother seeming pleased with herself. You see that there is a hallway that leads forward, one that branches off to the left, and one that leads to the restrooms.
Where do we hear the murmur of crowd?
That's the thing, you don't hear a huge murmur of crowd.
Oh boy.
Like, it's not dead silent. Like, you can hear what sounds like some existence further on, but it's not, like, bustling.
I can't hear it. Doesn't say much good as to how well it's doing.
They might be glad we're here, then.
I suppose. Let's see. Haven't been here often. You know where to go.
He nods and he continues forward.
He follows.
And let me go ahead and reveal for you as you come across the beginning of the market.
Whoa.
You see 3 stalls set up.
Wizard draw? There it is. Nice.
Behind one is a woman with an apron, looking to be around her 40s, that is just smeared, just absolutely smeared with, what's the word for it? Not powder. Flour. And on her booth is just delicious looking breads and other, like, pastries and bakery goods. And then it has a sign that says, "Goods from the Honey Bun Bakery." Further in the back, there is a jolly-looking man sat on a seat that is too small for him. And he has a cooler plugged into the wall. And you can see from that cooler and like the other additional kind of refrigerated spaces, an assortment of dairy products. This is from the Milky Way. Two women are sitting near the front. One is leaning against the stall as the other is sitting behind it, and you see that here there is a collection of freshly harvested crops, all seemingly of very good quality. And they have a sign, and their sign you can tell, whereas others are like, we have our nice hand carved sign, or like we took it to the local like wood carvers or things like that to have it really nice and kind of more rustic feeling. These two, it's very like modern aesthetic, very clean, very corporate advertising on their booth, and it says Copia Farms. And you see that the hallway continues forward, and then there is what is essentially a doorway into a gym to the side, and from there, I won't even make you roll for it. You can see that there is further market having over there as well.
Okay.
I'll just reveal the whole scene for you.
Hmm. Oh, those are the rascals, isn't it?
You see, at this booth is a man with a deep suntan, as well as the area around his eyes where he must have been wearing sunglasses because it's not tan there. And he has bottled wines. He doesn't have a sign.
He just has wine.
You don't need a sign. You know, everyone knows that. That's Lairs.
Okay.
Good old or good old Lars. He's from Outpost 13. He runs one of the two hotels.
Nice.
But he also fancies himself a winemaker.
Ooh.
In the middle is a very, very large man with a stoic expression. He doesn't look up as you're kind of looking over the scene, and he has a sharp knife that's flicking at a piece of partially carved wood, occasionally taking time to collect the shavings so they don't make a mess at his station. And you see Howl's Hungry Wood, and there is a collection of like firewood there, as well as just some really beautifully done carvings. And then the final one, you see several mannequins set out with a number of different outfits on them, full of bright colors and patterns. And equally sporting bright colors and patterns are the two at the front. You haven't seen them before. At least not at one of these. You knew they moved into town. They're new here. But this is their first market, it seems like. And they're from the Phoenix Vintage Shop. Close.
Okay.
I have a fuck ton of references I need to post. But that is your assortment. Where does Hun kind of tend towards? I ask as I start posting.
Probably the produce, and honestly the three on the right are his most likely. Like bread, it maybe a little less. They're able to make bread at home, but sometimes he'll go get special bread as a treat. But yeah, mainly the produce and the dairy. Bread will be helpful though too if he's got the pockets for it though. Doesn't have a whole lot of money on him.
So then you approach. Which one do you approach first?
I'll try over here.
All right. The two ladies look up, and immediately you see There's a cold expression on the blonde woman's face that kind of is surveying you over. But then settles to your right, and her expression completely shifts, as well as the other girls, as they say. Douglas! Says, hi, Shelley. Hi, Nat. Harrison, I'm sure you're familiar. This is Shelley Olsen. This is Nat Stewart. They've recently moved into the area with their lovely farm. They just like smile, like, oh, haha. I'm happy to see you're coming to the markets. Well, we heard that they're getting smaller, which means less competition.
Suppose that's right. Well, here for some produce. What have you got?
All right. And they pull out a sizable collection. I don't think the module has it listed out at what specifically they have.
I guess he just kind of
No, they're cowards and they don't.
Turns to his mom and like, Mom, what kind of veggies do you think we need?
Well, whatever we can make multiple meals out of would be better, or have options.
Thinking, if you've got any squashes and carrots, potatoes.
We have all the above. We also have corn. We have some pumpkins. We have beets, cabbage, and she just continues to list.
Mm-hmm.
They are well stocked.
Do they have? I assume they have little price lists then.
Yes. How much do you have on you?
Okay, the thing is, I don't have a lot. I had 20 to my name. I now have. Where's my money?
Would you like a donation before we all leave for the day?
15. I assume since people knew that I was going out to the market that they might have tossed someone at me if we're able to hand wipe a little bit of that, but Hun only has 15.
Your mother is also able to pitch in. I rolled to see how much she has like stashed around, and you have a lot more money to work with, with her. in addition, between the two of you, you're able to get to $76.
Okay, just pretty sizable.
It is pretty sizable. That's a good haul
for this time for grocery shopping. That'll cover you for like 2 whole weeks, if not more.
Though will it cover 14 mouths for 2 weeks? Probably not.
No, it'll probably cover for like a week. If you depends what they make.
It's true.
He still has rice at home, and rice can fill. Let's see. So, take some of the squash, pumpkin, potatoes, carrots. Just make a list of the stuff he's eyeballing.
As you mentioned them, the respective produce is being set aside.
Carrots, potatoes, squash, pumpkin. I think of other. I myself am not much of a chef, so. But there's potatoes. Stuff that would feed many, but would also like. I'm sure.
Potatoes for sure.
Oh yeah, potatoes are.
And they wouldn't be as pricey either.
Yeah. Carrots, potatoes, squash, pumpkin. I figured squash and pumpkin, they'd probably be cheaper since it's in season. Celery. They could probably get some tomatoes. They probably have some tomato, or they probably have tomato plants at home, so probably don't need to worry about that too much. Onion. I guess the plan is to I'm trying to think, because what money she had is just her spending money for what, like her for the month or something like that.
Yeah. And some probably a little bit of things she had saved up for a treat that she's foregoing.
Okay.
Because she's your mother and she loves you.
Whoa. Wow.
And also it's partially like I'm not sure how fucking pensions or fucking retirement money works in the 90s.
As far
but
as
at
I'm
least
aware,
some of that money saved up is yours anyway. So
and well, if she's got retirement too, then that's just covering her for ever. So I figure between these 3 stalls, Hun will be purchasing from. So I'm thinking. So we got, how much did you say we had total?
76.
76.
You can get I did look it up. According to Google, you can get in the 90s like a week's worth of groceries ran you roughly around 50.
Okay.
For a good grocery run.
Yeah. So consider at least the week's worth.
So for the amount of people you're feeding, I will say if you spend the full 76, you can get enough to feed everyone for, I would say, 14 mouths. Usually a week would be 50, but you're going 20 above that, so that's another like half a week on top of it. 4 days?
4 days?
Roughly. That's if everyone's not being,
right,
super picky. And if you
if we don't end up like, because we can also raid if we are still using Hun's house as the base of operations.
Yeah, you can extend the amount you have from there.
We can raid personal fridges that are not being used.
Yes.
Feel a little iffy on using all the 76 in case we need to buy something else. Although $6 wouldn't really get you much of anything else, so. And Hun has pretty much anything else the house needs in the shed or in his area, so. He doesn't want to do this, but oh! Man up, and he's gonna do it. He'll load up on food.
Okay. You can go ahead and note, just on your character sheet or something, you have the 4 days of food to feed 14 people.
Okay.
So you are set until Wednesday.
Until we're dead.
Until we're dead, yeah.
Surely there will be less people by then.
And this is not only just produce, like we can say this is between produce and like
bread,
getting some
dairy,
milk, or
like...
if you want some of the noodles at the custom made at the bakery stand, they have those as well.
Okay.
And is there anyone you want to talk to while you're here?
Honestly, I don't really think so. Hun's still kind of shaken from everything that's going on. He just wants to make sure everything is ready and that the house is prepped. So I guess he'll glance around just to make sure things look okay and not weird. But otherwise, if his mom wants to do anything else additionally, but otherwise,
your mom actually, she seems okay with making it a fast run this go around.
So we can get to Rua. Okay. Alright, I think the shopping's all done. Gonna go head on to Rua's, I think. If that's alright.
I will say, while you were getting the rest of the stuff, Douglas probably stayed back and chatted with Nat and Shelly.
Nice.
It's clear that it seems he knows them pretty well.
Oh yeah. Finally, someone he knows he can talk to and not be awkward around.
Yep, he's just like, oh, thank God.
One feels a little bad about that. I'm sorry.
And can you go ahead and roll me a 1d6, please?
Okay. 2.
2. Alright. And then 10. D10.
3. I'm counting.
You are counting. Look at you go. All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You drive to Rua's.
You are able to head out from there and leave the market behind. And you will head down to the trailer park. What I think we're going to do, because it is 10 p.m., is as we've gotten a slight round with everyone, I'm going to tentatively call it here.
Oh.
What
Okay.
I
Is it okay? Huh?
What I think I would like to do is, Inky, would you be up for RPing out the Enzo Bruce Diner meeting?
Yes.
At least, like, them talking before others arrive there.
Yeah.
Okay. That way we can get some of the solo stuff moving in the background.
Yeah. And so you could infect me with bees while the others aren't looking. No.
That's right. Bees, they were in the meat.
No.
That's why they were feeding you the raw hamburger and the raw hash browns. There was bee larvae in them.
Blarva.
Larva.
Larva.
All right. Thank you all for coming and playing today. Sorry for it being a little slow.
It's okay.
We're setting up.
Dabrowski was lovely.
Dabrowski was the highlight. I'm so glad we got to meet
Lovely
him.
man.
You will see more of him next session. We'll be getting back to the clinic group.
You will specifically
time.
have to tell Isaac to take the jacket off, or else he won't.
He's not going to stop
walking
you.
out
He's
with
just going to ask for his wallet again at some point. He knows he will see the jacket at some point. He trusts you. You're not going to steal from him, and if you do, well, that's on him.
He'll just take it back the next time you come into the clinic.
He has not stolen, aside from the jacket, which finds its way back every time.
Yeah, I feel like, given that he didn't even blink at this occurring, you have just kind of adopted items here and there before.
Fantastic.
I think the major one is he just really likes the jacket.
he just digs the jacket. It's punk as fuck.
It's a really good jacket.
Just Isaac's slowly growing harem of guys
Yeah,
that he's into.
This is a dating sim, and Isaac is trying to accumulate all the dudes.
Isaac is playing it.
We're playing the horror visual novel, and Isaac is in his dating sim.
The guy survived the horror, whatever. I want a date.
Okay, guys, we all need to draw our characters in the style of being a subject of a potential dating partner.
Oh my god, Dream Daddy.
Dream Daddy.
Except for the kids.
I am going to pull my character out of that.
Movement.
Correct,
Yeah,
correct.
movement.
I am
Add
a
your
fucking
father.
child.
Yeah, draw your father instead.
You are
Oh, replacing Ren
wait.
with yes,
See,
Matthew.
with Ren though, it is monster prom style, and you can only stick to the other teenagers. You can hold hands. Who will go to the prom with you at the end?
Get the exclusive route.
Or you're the friendship route.
I was gonna say either that or I'm the fucking wingman, which I'm the worst wingman.
So you're not the
Oh,
fucking
you're-
wingman. Is what we're hearing.
Yeah. Somehow I don't think Ren is the person that has a notebook on all the other love interests where
No.
you can call and be like, "Oh, does Jessica's likes you right now?"
I would love that you can call Ren, and Ren will just be like, I don't know.
The opposite of a wingman.
Yeah, what is this person like? Fuck if I know, man.
You just
Date.
waste your turn calling Ren. Very good. Excellent.
I saw Nat and I was like, Natalie? Nat?
Nat?
I'm curious if we got the stink eye at first because they saw the hat and was like a competing farmer ?
I can tell you spoilers because it's not going to change anything, and it's one of my favorite traits about them.
Okay.
They don't like poor people.
Oh my god. Wow.
Fucking brutal, these lesbians.
Han does radiate poverty.
It's also why when I was setting up Douglas's connections, they are like, "Oh my god, money!"
Oh my god, gay boy with money. Hi.
Hi.
You might do
can hang
favorite
with us.
things. Come over here. You can sit with us. And then Han's in there, and they're just like,
Ew.
I do think it's funny that now this is a bumming around time, cause what was it? You had Hana's Douglas's contact, or not contact, but connection, even though it was kind of a one-way.
It was just you were his quiet, long distance, pseudo emotional support human in the sense that he recognized you, and that was comforting. You were constant.
Welcome to knowing more about your constant.
He goes to the farmer's market.
Yep.
He burns
very
bee
nice
boxes
mom.
in his backyard and might be crazy.
Got a very
In
nice
fact,
mum.
all of the people he interviewed earlier today all might actually be crazy.
Hey, Bruce is appropriately flabbergasted at what's going on.
They all might be crazy.
I don't even know what the hell's going on.
He's gonna keep walking with you all, and it's fine. He's just gonna go with the flow and not question this.
And also be safe because someone was out there stabbing people.
Yeah, that's disturbing.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, there's well, yeah, it was an old lady, right?
Something like that.
Yes.
Yes.
I
It was
believe
not
that's-
gone into in detail.
Yeah,
unless-
that's information only Peabody currently possesses.
yeah,
I think.
unless
an old
people
lady
bothered
that-
Peabody during the night.
It's an old lady, then that's not one of the four that came after Isaac either.
Different old lady
It's a new stabber.
A new stabber.
who is an ex-old lady, apparently.
Oops.
Well, I have a theory all the stabbers might actually be bees, but you know.
Unzips mask is B.
Bee.
Dr. Bees.
Dr. B.
Thank you for running.
Yes.
Wait, hold
Yeah.
on. I have the perfect gift for this.
Oh.
Here.
Is it bees?
It's bees.